Hello everybody, welcome back to Tank Mechanic Simulator. We'll be continuing on with our save today and seeing how many vehicles we can get done in my allotted time frame. Let's go. Okay, welcome in. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to try to do an extraction mission today if I can. Let me just... as always. So let's do a basic repair one and then we'll go and do the... other one. I'm going to decline that Sherman one. Let's see here. Panther. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to fix this up, and then we will go on the extraction mission and try to find a new tank for our museum. I will see you in the time lapse. welcome back. I decided to paint the Panther, as it's probably been decades since it had an actual coat of paint on it, seeing as Nazi Germany stopped painting their tanks at some point. Also, as you might have noticed when we were going through the footage, there's this just red patch here, and I was wondering if there's like a hole or something, but I couldn't find anything. So I'm just going to leave it. So let's... Well, first of all, I'm going to go over the history bit, because I forgot to do that beforehand. History bit, the Panther was made, I believe, in late 43, maybe early 44. Maybe even as early as 42. I'd have to relook up the exact date when it was made. It used the long 75 here to great effect. Two of these models were actually captured by both the French and the Russians. Both were tested, and they both found their transmission capabilities lacking, which is ironic coming from the Russians, as the T-34's transmission fail rate was, well, yeah. But overall, this is the Panther A. I don't remember the exact differences between each of the Panthers. Overall, though, this one was in fairly okay shape. It had a lot of holes in it, and it's missing quite a few of its road wheels, but the overall hull's okay. Still has the gun. Doesn't have its MGs anymore, but usually on these repair jobs you won't have MGs or extra shells or anything like that. Anyways, I think that's it. Let's complete this contract and see how much money we got out of that. So, the original price I would have gotten... Box D. Oh, I gotta go rearrange one of the boxes, apparently. The original price would have been 18 grand, which is not a whole lot. Where is box C? Button. So it's not supposed to go there, then. It just have to be on the right side instead? Are you being that picky? Yes, it's being that picky. Goodness. Anyway, so we would have gotten 18,000 normally. We got 52,000 instead for painting it. That is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. So let's go ahead and get rid of that one. Check for new emails. Okay, let's get this extraction offer done. We'll bring the off-road vehicle and go hunting for tanks. I'm hoping we get a good one to put in a museum. If it's one we already have, I will just sell it. If not, I'll try to get it in a museum. So, got our little Jeep here. I also got us a magnometer, drone, whatnot. Oops. Yeah, I totally meant to do that. Was totally not trying to open the map. So let's... Judging by how long it normally takes, I think I'm going to cut here and then come back to you guys once I've found the tank itself. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I believe I found it about here, so let's start digging. E. So let's keep digging this out. Looking like a Panzer of some variety. Maybe a Panzer 3 or 4. Thinking based on that barrel width, it's a 3J, maybe? I don't know. Let's get the digging crew and get this out. So Panzer 4G. Neat. Still got some of the MGs in it, too. Nice. Okay, let's go to the tablet. I believe I can call for a dig crew. Really? The shovel's in the way? I have to move all this stuff out of the way, I guess. I was using both the magnetometer and the drone to better find where this was. So let's go put this back on the Jeep. Oop. Now let's go get the magnetometer. I was using this and the drone to find the place. And then the flag markers were me just hitting the wrong button repeatedly because still rough. Nice. So let's get back to the excavation zone here. And see what we gotta do. Okay. I think we just have to pressure wash it off now. Seems to be missing quite a few parts, unfortunately. So I don't believe this will be a museum piece if it's uber dirty. Or say if it's missing a bunch of parts. I don't want to spend the necessary costs to have to get in the running order if it's gonna open this up. Pop open hatches. No, I can't say I'd ever recommend actually using a pressure washer when you find these, as a lot of the parts might be brittle and you might break them. Okay, I think 64 is enough. Okay, let's skedaddle. So I spent about 1,000. Spent about 1,000 to pull up this Panzer IV, so I at least want to get more than 1,000 back. Okay, let's see. So most of the track's there on that side. Hole in it, missing a decent amount of the track. Still got its 2 MGs. Seems to be missing a cover over its box in the back of the turret. Let's see how much space I have in here before I start fixing that real quick. As always, we got the Stug that's mostly finished. So I believe we have 3 more slots we can do. There is the Stug one. Just noticed I hadn't put this up, so I might as well put it up. There we go. Yeah, I think we can put that one in the museum. Not uber impressive. I was reluctant before because I couldn't see how much of the track was still there, but quite a bit of it is still there. Okay, I'm going to go into the time lapse now, and we'll get to work on it. Alright, welcome back. Now this time I've decided not to go and buy a bunch of parts to fix it. I know I technically have the money for it. I'm sitting at like 39,000, but I'd rather save the money for later projects for much bigger and better tanks. In this case though, Panzer IV-G, some details. Panzer IVs were basically the bulk of German tanks for that Allied tanks would encounter face-to-face, generally, especially on the Western Front. Tigers and Panthers were fairly rare for a long while there. This specific variant is, I believe, the second to last, or possibly the last variant made. Actually, I think it was the third to last, because it went the G, the H, and then the J. They kept the basic premise, they just kept changing both side skirts and minor changes. The Germans had a lot of different variants for stuff that just really didn't need a bunch of variants. But anyway, as you can see, it's got its main long 75, two MG34s, as both a coax and a hull MG. It had a neat engine in there, as you guys saw when I was taking it out. Otherwise, though, I will be putting this one into the museum. Let's see here. Let's move tank to museum. Slot 2. Try assemble it. At least, and I didn't remember that being a thing last time. Okay, I guess we will be assembling some of the tracks. I can just do that real quick, I think. So we're at 82% assembly. Yeah, I believe if I just throw together the tracks, it should be okay. So let's have a look online real quick. Alt G. Tracks. I believe it's a track belt. And then a front track. It's 2 track belts actually, so let's... No, not tank. Or the blueprints, I just need that. So let's assemble this real quick. Why is it not letting me attach them? Disassembly mode. Assembly mode. See if I can check tank status. Tank analysis. Okay, let's see. Tracks. Front tracks, track belts, and another front track. So I need 2 front tracks. I'm assuming I need the front tracks first. Tracks, front tracks. Check out. Okay, so now when I go to assemble, why is it still not popping up? Normally there'd be like an outline or something. Because I have them both. So why is it not allowing me to connect them? Let's see here. Analysis, track, front track. It's going to the zone, but it's not connecting. That's interesting. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know if this is a bug or something, but I'm going to quickly sell off those parts. I know I probably lost some money on it, but I guess I'll be selling off this tank instead, as I don't really just want it to keep sitting here and clogging it up. So I guess we'll be selling it. So let's... Missing quite a bit of the engine and some whole exterior stuff. There's the evacuation hatch. It's on the bottom. Ah! Didn't even know this was here. Let me just... paint that up so I get the full price out of it that I can, because I don't know if that's like a bug or if I'm just missing some bits. I don't know. So let's go ahead and sell this. So it costs us about 1,000 to dig up, and we're gonna get 50,000 for selling it off now. $50,764. It's unfortunate that I was unable to put it in the museum, but I will look into that to see if it's just bugged or it's because my version's out of date or something. I'm not sure. However, that'll have to be it for this episode. Hopefully next episode we'll be able to actually put some stuff in the museum instead of just having to sell it off. A lot of German tanks today, so hopefully we'll see some variety soon. Okay, have a good day.